Look at those clouds off in the distance at the bottom, and notice that are this is on the eastern sky. One right there on the bottom. See how right there? Yeah, kind of big. It looks like a weird. It looks like a bomb cloud. Then you got these right here, right there. See those on the bottom? Those look like bomb clouds. And I have a bit of a headache today too. That Angelina's bad. We still need to keep watching my videos. I think they're helping to strengthen my Gail shield. She is still dropping the bombs. Headache today too. Feels like a headache from like radiation clouds. Today is January the 4th. Compare this sky kind of to the northeast, right here, with this sky to the south. Look at that. And I have a headache too, so she's definitely doing something. Next, guys, I'm actually on board Church of Gail, and what you're probably looking at is a holodeck image, and as you can see, it's not as pink as usual, so this doesn't look like a typical Angelina Ballerina sky. So let me go this way. This is probably all holodeck image. I'm getting ready to go for my walk. I guess I'll be walking on the Church of Gail holodeck. Well, 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 here is my new mattress. You know what happened? They delivered the box to the apartment next door, about 25 feet away from my door, and I went online and noticed it had been delivered, so I thought they had delivered it to the apartment manager's office. So I was walking towards the apartment manager's office, and I saw they delivered this box to the wrong door. So what I did is the box was heavy, so what I just did is I flipped the box over on its side and then just used my legs to shove it on the ground to my apartment. Then I opened my apartment door, moved this table out of the way, opened the door, and I shoved it and pushed it all the way into my bedroom. And then when I took the plastic off, it just started filling up. Look at this. And so here it is. It was a lot smaller than this for delivery, but it filled up with air or something once I took it out of its plastic wrapping, and then I was able to bring this over here. I think I'm going to use this plastic to cover up this one over here and protect it. Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. I think that's how my mother stored this one. I'm not going to throw this one away. So here it is. It's pretty thick. Here is what I had before, a mattress cover with some foam. I'm not sure I need the foam, but then what would I do with the foam? I could bring it over here. So I'm making decisions right now. It looks like it's going to be a very comfortable mattress. Good news is it looks like my sheets, well, even with my mattress topper foam, which I think I'm going to go ahead and use because it protects the mattress, I'm able to use this mattress. The sheets still fit. So here's what I'm doing. I'm putting the sheets that I had on this bed along. What I had on this bed was 2 layers of foam, plus a mattress, like a mattress, waterproof mattress cover, and sheets, and it fits perfectly on this bed here. So this is going to work. This is a thicker mattress than the one I had before, but my sheets work. So I'm in business. I was concerned about this because I knew by adding, you know, this is already like 12 feet from here to here, and I knew by adding extra foam here, I wasn't sure if this would work, but it did. Apparently, the Angelina Ballerina Jesuits who are on Earth had this package delivered to the wrong door, hoping I'd break my back bringing it over. But I used my brains. I flipped the box over so that it landed on its side. Then I used my legs to shove it on the ground to this apartment, and it worked. I shoved it all the way over into this room because it weighed about 65 pounds. And then once I opened it, so this is working. This is great. And I'm going to get this plastic here and probably put it over this mattress to protect it while I store it over here on its side. Trail that went to my door where I dragged the box. Look at this. It's a little different color than the rest of it. Like I had to go from here all the way over to my apartment. Look at that. You can see the trail. Yeah. Oh, well, a little bit of rain will wash that out. What I did was I shoved it on the ground over to the bedroom. Because I hurt myself putting this bookshelf together, so I learned better than to lift heavy stuff. It's better to just slide it on the ground and use the power of my leg muscles, my strongest muscles. My arms aren't strong enough to carry that 65-pound mattress, so it worked. I got it in here without injuring myself. Today's the 11th, and that looks like pretty much like a normal sky. Let's take a look here. Yeah, that's pretty much like a normal sky. And it's going over this way. Yep. Sky is pink. You usually can't see it till close to sunset. The sky is pink. And it's not really picking up on the camera. Let me just kind of get off to the side and take a still shot here. See right there. I don't know if you can really pick it up. Right there. It is pink. Yeah. It's so there. We've got some Jesuits who are not following Zach Knight. He's still dealing with some rebels within his own organization. You know, it kind of makes sense though, because the Jesuits tend to attract evil people, and Zach Knight coming on to Jesus Christ's side, he isn't going to be able to get all the Jesuits onto his side. So yes, maybe we don't have him completely defeated yet, but major victory though. Major victories in the past week. You can pick up on it right there. That's really pink. Okay, let me continue my walk. That is really pink. I don't know if we can pick up. The camera doesn't seem to be picking it up, but that's pretty pink right there. That sky. Now you can actually see my Gail shield. The Gail shield is the blue on the bottom, and the pink above it is the bomb debris. So the Gail shield is back in place. Yep. You can see the pink sky there.
Zach told me not to tell anyone what happened because he wanted to make a movie about our final battle with Angelina Ballerina. But after the battle and Zach Knight again became the Antichrist and Jesuit ruler, he learned that the Jesuit space fleet he inherited was so damaged he was unable to get the computers to work to make the movie. I offered to make the movie for him and asked him to forward to me all his sound, video, and picture files so that I can make this movie for him. I'll tell you what happened, but you're going to have to wait for the movie to get all the nitty-gritty details. Zach and I knew that the powerful Sarakaki, powerful enough to destroy the universe 3 times over, was headed for Melbourne, Florida, where I live. Zach told me to publish online that I was on board Church of Gail in preparation for the bomb, hoping Angelina would spare Earth once she learned of this. The cold bitch showed no mercy, and as the Sarakaki approached, Zach said, "Hey Gail, crap. The bomb is headed straight towards Earth. We'll need to crash into it to spare the Earth." I told Zach to follow his conscience, and we crashed Church of Gail and powered with my Gail shield into the Sarakaki. The powerful Sarakaki quickly drained our shields, including my powerful Gail shield. When we were down to about 1% power on the Gail shield, Zach and I authorized my separation from Church of Gail, and I, inside the saucer section, became separated from Church of Gail and was flung out into deep space, leaving Zach all alone inside the Church of Gail, about the size of a large city, to deal with Angelina Ballerina. Once I was out into deep space, Angelina, probably thinking that the separation of the saucer section was part of the explosion from our contact with the powerful Sarakaki, approached Church of Gail, now Zach Knight, inside Church of Gail, with all shields down because we destroyed them by intercepting the Sarakaki to save Earth. Angelina's weapons array lightened up as she prepared to blast a torrent of missiles at the vulnerable Church of Gail. At the last minute, though, explosions happened all over Angelina's pink spacecraft, and Zach was able to transport all her prisoners with the exception of Rule 13 to Church of Gail, including the people that we thought died on the November 4th rally. They didn't die. Angelina transported them all right before Vladimir's nuclear bomb went off. So Donald Trump is alive, folks. And Hillary is alive too, but we predict she's going to die pretty soon. I'll go into that in my next video. But we've had the real Donald Trump since January the 6th. We learned that because of the lightning bolts videos, that Rule 13 escaped from her prison and set bombs all over Angelina's pink spacecraft. So good job listening to those videos, folks. That saved the day. Other than that, I think she would have obliterated Zach Knight. And I then told Zach to kill the bitch, and we launched a missile onto the pink spaceship, and it plunged towards Earth and crashed. Oh, by the way, Donald Trump did survive, but he got severe damage to his rectal area, which is probably why he's been taking out his frustrations on all the journalists right now. Hillary Clinton raped him rectally using a dildo, and she severely damaged his rectal area. Pray that that heals for him. Okay, so I told Zach to kill the bitch. We launched a missile onto the pink spacecraft. It plunged towards Earth and crashed. But on its way down, Angelina had one missile left. She shot it at Church of Gail, made a direct hit. So Church of Gail started plunging to Earth really fast. I told the men to be brave. I had voice contact with them. And I was praying to Jesus. The inertial dampeners came on just in time. It cushioned the fall, and nobody died on Church of Gail, even though we lost the entire spacecraft, except the saucer section where I was. And then Zach Knight beamed the saucer section back to Earth after this was all over, and I'm back in Melbourne. Everybody died on Angelina's pink spacecraft who were not transported over to Church of Gail except Angelina and our new hostage, Rule 13. Angelina demanded a face-off with Zach Knight, and millions of Jesuits surrounded the crushed spacecrafts. Zach asked my advice, and his penis started glowing. I told Zach to show the Jesuits and Angelina his penis, which he did. He walked over to Angelina and Rule 13, surrounded by a sea of millions of Jesuits, while his powerful and perfect glowing penis then shot off a shock wave that lit up the sky like the sun and caused all near him to be blown backwards from the shock and to fall to the ground but not die. As the shock wave happened, the song, "Our God is an Awesome God," was heard everywhere, and the Jesuits bowed down and worshipped to Zach Knight as if he was a god, or maybe to his penis. Angelina's hand started trembling, and she dropped the gun that she had pointed at Rule 13's head, crawled on her hands and knees to Zach, and kissed the tip of his penis, which then blasted semen right through her brain and killed her, and her brain matter just spattered and went off into the atmosphere, to the sky, which is why the skies have been so pink lately. It's from her spattered brain matter. Zach says this will get better over time. Zach proposed to Rule 13 on his knees, putting the ring on top of his erect, glowing penis, and even though it was nighttime, it was like daytime. His penis had the power like to light up the sky like the sun. And Rule 13 put her mouth to the tip of his penis, put the ring in her mouth, stuck a ring finger inside her mouth, and proudly wore Zach's ring and said, "Oh yes, Zach, I'm going to marry you," to the marriage proposal. My men are currently living on the Jesuit space fleet, and Zach is making extensive repairs to the space fleet. He says it's a real mess. He's surprised they can even fly. Angelina apparently neglected the space fleet while she was putting all her efforts into the pink spacecraft so she could get me out of the picture and take over the Earth. Zach got his Antichrist powers back after he killed Angelina. I'm sure she went to hell, but he still serves Jesus. And this is really good because he felt really vulnerable without his Antichrist powers. Now that he has his Antichrist powers, he cannot be killed. The Antichrist cannot be killed. I told Zach that this is Jesus' joke on the devil. Satan chose Zach as the Antichrist, and he's stuck with that decision, at least until the rapture, when I predict that Zach will go up along with me and my men, and then Satan can transfer Zach's Antichrist powers to someone else. I will be working on the movie, and that'll probably be my next video. Maybe in about a week it'll be ready, because Zach and I recorded the final battle on Skype.